Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue. Now here's your host, Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. Once again, it is the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray show. All things you want to know about the outdoors, especially on this Christmas Eve, you'll find about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Normally, I would be introducing Larry Ray right now, and I would say, without further ado, the Oracle of the Outdoors, Larry Ray. But Larry is not here, and you can probably tell. This is Frank Barton. I co-host from time to time, and with me also co-hosting this morning is Ron Wong. Good morning, Ron.
Hey, good morning, Frank. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a nice, warm Saturday morning here, Christmas Eve. Got a little cool last night.
Right, and pushing all the buttons for us this morning, Shelby McCall, who made it in on Christmas Eve.
The best.
Merry Christmas, Shelby.
And prayers up to Larry to get well soon. He's going through some health issues right now, and bless his heart, he's fighting like he always does, and he's going to make it through.
Right. Ron, you know, it's most every place that I go to is frozen up right now.
Yeah.
But there's some places around here that aren't frozen up, and the next guest that you're going to introduce is on one of those places that's not frozen right now.
And as Larry would say, that's God's country. And with no further ado, let me bring in my good friend, Larry's good friend, a good friend of Outdoors with Larry Ray, John Berry of the Berry Brothers Trout Fishing Guides. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Ron. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. And, you know, it's we always talk with you around the Christmas time, Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is Christmas. What are you looking for to get as Christmas gifts? A new fishing rod?
Well, yeah, I want to correct something that you said. You said that this is one of the warm spots around here, and I'm afraid that is just not true.
But the water's flowing there in the White River, isn't it?
It is flowing. In fact, I write a little article for the newspaper here every week, and my article this week was, "When is it too cold to go fishing?" And I found out that when it gets down where the high is in the teens, it's too cold to go fishing.
Now, as a fly fisherman, and it gets down below 30 degrees, does all of your stuff freeze up, your reels and everything else?
Yeah, you're because you're winding in that line. It'll hold the water. The reel will freeze up. Your guides will freeze up. In fact, the trick is you put your frozen rod in the water and then shake the excess water off, and you're ready to go. But I'm sure that you are familiar with winter fishing.
Yeah.
Your hands are what takes the hit. You
Yeah.
can keep everything else warm, but the hands.
Yeah. No matter what you do, your hands are going to get cold. They're going to get wet. And, I wear gloves that you can peel back a little bit. It's where your thumb and your finger is okay to use. But still, once you start getting your hands wet, you're done for the day in cold weather.
Yeah, and I wear these fingerless gloves because, the rigging for fly fishing is more meticulous and seems like we do it more often. We spend more time actually rigging. Mm-hmm. And you have to have those fingers exposed, and it's just tough. It's just man.
And those are not real big flies that you're tying on either, are they?
No, if you've ever seen some of the stuff that I fish with, you go, say what?
Have to have a magnifying glass.
Yeah, because we fish on a regular basis, size 20 and smaller hooks.
Wow. Now,
what are you fishing, like 2s and 4s?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they're just tiny, tiny. And my brother Dan, which I know you remember him well.
Very well.
He used to tie a size 32 dry fly.
How can you even see that thing?
That's the smallest hook made. And Dan would love to cast long distances, like a 70-foot cast.
Wow.
I said, you're fishing a 70-foot cast, and you got a size 32 on. That's like infinitesimal, the smallest fly you can tie. Mm-hmm. How can you see that? And he said, oh, I don't. He says, if I see a rise near where I think the fly is, I set the hook.
Yeah. John, we're experiencing this cold front, if you will, Arctic blast that we've had here last night, and it's going to warm back up next week, middle of the week into the low 40s, mid 50s, lower 50s. Yeah. Does a trout care about what the temperature is?
They care not. Here's the deal. We have tailwaters, and that water is coming off the bottom of the lake. Mm-hmm. And it's the same temperature summer, fall, winter, spring. Mm-hmm. In fact, right now, that water temperature is 57 degrees.
Wow.
Okay, now that's about 50 or 60 degrees warmer than the air.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
So when it's this cold, it's actually warmer if you wade than if you were in the boat, because when you're in the boat, there ain't nowhere to hide.
Yeah. Now, what under normal circumstances this time of the year, what are you using to catch the trout there for browns and for rainbows? Okay.
Well, now, the browns are spawning, and they're up by the dam, and that section's closed right now. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to open back up till about February 1st.
Oh, that's great.
So, right. Okay, so, the deal is the only time you shut anything down up here is when the browns spawn, just to give them a chance. Mm-hmm. And most of it's happening below Bull Shoals Dam, and they close it from November 1 through January 31. Mm-hmm. So February 1 is opening day.
Yeah.
And anything that floats will be up there. I have seen bass boats. I have seen pontoon boats. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants in on that.
And there's so many people up there, you could probably walk from boat to boat to boat to fish.
And never get your feet wet. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
how's things in Cotter, Arkansas?
Well, they're lovely. Cotter's kind of going through some gentrification. Folks are coming in and buying these old houses up and fixing them, and it's just looking nicer and nicer.
That's great. And does the town go and put Christmas lights up? And
Oh, yeah. Our mayor is from Memphis. His name is Matt Carradine. He was a president of the Mid-South Fly Fishers.
Oh, wow.
Which is, you remember the club from the Great Outdoors Festival.
Oh, yeah, the Mid-South Fly Fishers Club. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Biggest. Well, he's past, biggest club around. Yeah. He was our president. He moved up here, so he's real fishing-oriented, and he's done some work down on the river to put trails in, more access within town, things like that.
Wow. Hey, John, tell our listeners a little bit about Christmas time in the John Berry house with you and your wife.
Well, it's a very quiet time. Now, what we do is we spend it Christmas Day. We'll have Christmas dinner at my sister's house, and we'll invite many, many people. Mm-hmm. We actually celebrate in Memphis. So we're heading to Memphis today.
Oh, good. Be careful.
Well, we waited for the roads to clear up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And there's probably going to be a dozen or more people and more food than you can shake a stick at. And it's a quiet family dinner, and it's a lovely, warm time.
Yeah, that was kind of like Frank and I were talking a little bit about that in our opening segment of what it's like at the Frank Barton house there for Christmas, and nothing like quality time with family.
Right, and that, to me, that's what it's all about. And my parents are gone, and some of my siblings are gone, and it's my sister and Lori's sister. Her parents are gone, so we get a lot of the cousins and nieces and nephews in.
Yeah,
it's a definite family time.
Yeah. Let's get back to a little bit of the trout fishing there just for a second. We got just a little bit more time, and if somebody wants to go trout fishing there on the White River there around Cotter, and they want to go with you, John, the Berry Brothers Trout Fishing Guides, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, you can call me at 870-435-2169, or I have a website, berrybrothersguides.com.
Wonderful. That's awesome. Hey, John, we at Outdoors with Larry Ray here want to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas. I look forward to trying to get up there next year in 2023 and visit with you and let me have a chance to try to learn how to catch a fish on a fly rod.
He'll be one of those people on those boats on February 1.
There's plenty of river to go around. Now, come on up. I have taught thousands of people how to fly fish. My wife and I teach at Arkansas State fly fishing. And I can put you in that boat, and I can show you how to do it.
We'll look forward to it. John, have a Merry Christmas, and thank you for being here for Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Thank you, Ron. And I hope that Larry's feeling better.
Thank you very much. Hey, let's take a break here with Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll be right back.